Hello, friends. I'm back, Paul Arkelian. Today's program is called The Benefits of Knowing Your Benefits. I think it's quite an interesting topic because I keep hearing on a daily basis from people saying that, well, I didn't know that's how it works. Well, I'm sure in your industries, whatever, respectively, you hear those things. People saying that, well, I didn't know that's how it worked. Some people go with their auto lease for 3 years, don't learn that the car's got certain options, right? And some people go with their policies, whether it's a homeowner's policy, homeowner's protection, homeowner's warranty, their health insurance or their life insurance policies, auto insurance policies, without knowing what kind of benefits they've got. So how important is it? Is it important at all? I mean, do you have to do you think that the time that you spend to learn more about your benefits, about your what you're paying for, I mean, you're entitled to know what you're paying for, do you think that it's a waste of time, or you think that it's something that is important? I certainly think that it's very important, and I'll tell you why. Because I have come across many people in my practice. I've been very fortunate to have the ability to attract thousands and thousands of families with my television programs over 17 years, live television programs. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people come in and say that, I thought that this is how it was, but then now after about 5 years of paying into the program, and after 5 years of aging, or maybe perhaps even gaining some health issues, unfortunately, now I find out that this is how this thing works. And you know what? At that point, it's sometimes too late to do anything about it, right? So if somebody's got, for example, there was a person in my office in here about an hour ago, and that person basically had a policy for her mother, who's now 87 years old. She had bought a policy about 9 years ago, and she was told that, the policy, or that's what she tells me. I don't know what the agent told her. I wasn't there 9 years ago, but you know what? What she tells me, what she thought she had, was something that would continue without having any kind of changes to it, without payments going up, or without any of the problems. It will continue all the way to her age 94, right? But now, she got a letter saying that as of November 28th, which is like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, their policy lapsed. Now the question is, why in the world did it lapse? Well, when she came to my office, and they always come at the last minute when something's already too late to do anything about, she said, why in the world did this thing so I said, I need to read your policy. I took out the policy, I read the policy, the illustrations and everything. And you know what? That policy was never guaranteed to age 94. It was only guaranteed for about 7 years. So it was guaranteed 7 years, it lasted 9. It didn't last until age 94, it lapsed at age 87. So she said, so what do we do now? So you know what, automatically, now they want to learn the benefits, and now if I tell her that you really can't do anything, you got the reinstatement form. The reinstatement form asks some health questions, and if you do not, if you have health issues, or your mother has health issues, you might not even be able to get qualified for this thing, so you guys just lose your life insurance. What happened? She said, what happens to the money that I paid 9 years? Well, I'm sorry, your money is not even there anymore. If it was, they would never ask you to pay a higher payment, and because you didn't pay the higher payment, your policy now lapsed. So she said, what do we do now? Do you think that if she had reviewed this stuff, she wanted to know what her benefits were when she was buying a benefit, to know what kind of benefit she's buying, that she would have probably been in a better position now? 9 years younger, she would have known what, but she would have said, okay, what, I want to get the guaranteed values. I want to see this. And, then she doesn't have a chance of losing that because she knows she's guaranteed. If any insurance company gives those guaranteed benefits, and those are non-forfeiture benefits, if any insurance company decides to forfeit, I'm sure there's a lot of attorneys waiting around, waiting for something like this to happen so they can attack. So insurance companies are very, very smart. They've got many attorneys. deep pockets. They've got a lot to lose, so they're very, very careful. So they're not going to make a mistake like that. But what they don't guarantee, they don't guarantee. What they guarantee, they do guarantee. Okay, they stand behind this. Another thing, a person comes in and says, my policy, I just got a letter saying that my policy is expiring, in March, and it was a 20-year term. And I said, well, yeah, your policy. Well, he says, why is my policy expiring? Well, why do you ask me now? I've had the policy for 20 years. Well, did you ever look in your benefits to know what you've got 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 17 years ago, 14 years, whatever, 3 years ago? When did you decide to find out what your benefits are? He said, well, I got this letter saying that my premium payments, or whatever, my payment amounts, whatever they were deducting for my bank account, which was like $59 or 60 some dollars. Now the payments would be, for this coming year, about $1,920. Well, I said, you know what? The reason you got that is because your policy was a term. It expired. And when that policy expires, it becomes an annual renewable term. So they're renewing this policy based on your age right now, sir. So right now you're 78. You are not 58 anymore, unfortunately. Sorry for breaking the bad news, but you're 78. So this is what it's going to cost you. Guess what? If you live another year, next year it will cost you even more. And the following year, even more and more. Well, he said, how come I didn't know about that? Well, I'm sorry, because you never wanted to learn about it. You never wanted to know the benefits that you were sold. Or maybe you did. Maybe it was very convenient, very convenient for you at that time to pay $58 and to say that you've got insurance, which is great. You had insurance, and that's what you paid ultimately. But you know what? If you did not review your benefits and find out that this is what's going to happen to you at this point, then it's your fault. I'm so sorry to say that. So the benefits of knowing your benefits is tremendous. Now, there's short-term benefits of ignorance. What's the short-term benefit of ignorance? Now, by no means am I trying to knock a guy that's 78 years old. All due respect, not that. I'm saying in general, okay? In general. So what I'm saying is the short-term benefits of ignorance are the fact that the guy, if you were feeling comfortable with a small payment and you are ignorant not to learn what can happen in the future, the short-term benefit was you were happy within the time. What's the long-term pain? Well, the pain is that you're not going to afford $1,900 a month payment. Thus, you're going to give up your life insurance. You're not going to have life insurance anymore, okay? And nobody's going to want to insure you for a cheap price because you're not at that age anymore. So if you have any kind of insurance policies, now that's my profession. I would say anything else that you've got, okay? Anything else that's going on. Please take it out. Go over your benefits again, whatever it may be, okay? Maybe something we have nothing to do with. But please go over it. Go over your benefits. Go over, understand, spend the time. It's not a waste of time. You lease the car, go and open your lease and read it again. Maybe you missed it. Maybe, you know what? It was the short-term benefit of ignorance. You said, I want to buy it with 7,500 miles a year lease allowance, 7,500 mile allowance. And now you're over the mileage, or you're getting, and you don't even remember because they gave you 5 different prices. You didn't want to take the one with the 12,000. You got the 7,500. Now, whatever. So go open it up and read it. Read your benefits. Understand your benefits. If you've got a life insurance, disability insurance, retirement planning, anything else done, your future benefits, that we can definitely help you with. So give Legacy a call with the phone number that appears on your screen, and give us a chance to review what you've got, and give us a chance to set up a different plan, a new plan for you. If you have nothing, give us a chance to help you build your legacy, a real legacy, something that's got true value behind it. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the time that you took to listen to my video. And if you have any questions, please write on there, send me a message, or just give us a call and we'll talk to you, set up an appointment and meet us in face-to-face. I think that will answer most of your questions. Thank you so very much.